Hi, this is George Mueller, and this is a very brief introduction to History 102 for the summer of 2014. I'm going to just assume that you can get into Blackboard and into the class because, quite frankly, that's the only way to see this video. So the first thing you'll find when you open up 102 this summer is an announcements page. And on this announcements page, I put up pretty major kind of announcements. There are going to be things like changes to the calendar if that becomes necessary, and other major events that affect us all in the class. I won't be putting up announcements about due dates for assignments. Those go in some other places. One of those other places is under course information. And on course information, you'll find we have a course calendar, and you can access that a couple of different ways. I put up reminders about due dates on there, but quite frankly, it's not my favorite feature of Blackboard, so I put them up in a pretty minimal form, and you'll have to go figure out what they mean elsewhere in the class. And that'll be obvious in just a second. The other thing that's up is the course syllabus, and if you clicked on that, you would get this. It's a good idea to give a read through the course syllabus. It has things like, well, how to contact me. I am perfectly happy to take calls on my cell phone. You can email me. You can also text me. That's all perfectly fine. I should note that I can only email you through your Heartland email. That's just a college policy. So you're free to send me email from wherever you'd like, although emails that aren't from your Heartland email address sometimes disappear on my server. They get, blocked by spam. So it's safer to send things from your Heartland email address. Now, the most important part of this class, and where most of the action takes place, is under course content right here. And I'm going to click on there, and you'll see that we have several modules up. Now, modules become visible to you as they become available for you to work on. And I give most modules, I give all modules out, become available a week before their the first expectation that you start working on them. And the idea is so that you could work a week ahead if you needed to. There's a few things that you might have to go ahead and do during that week if you missed, something like making replies to discussions. But for the most part, you can do most work a week ahead and be safe. So if you're going on vacation or something, you really can avoid having to work on this class for up to a week at a time. Now the modules are broken up. Each module represents about a week of expected work by you. There are a couple of exceptions to that. There's going to be a module that's about the term paper, and that will run concurrently with about 3/4 of the class. There's also an orientation module, and it runs concurrently with module 1. It's got another orientation video. There's a long and a short version, and it's got things like a basic intro, instructor information, what textbooks we should have, another copy of my contact info, things like that. Now, if you scroll down, you'll notice that the way I've organized this class is that you have these entities that are called pages, and you scroll down to see them. So this represents an activity or an assignment or a link or something you're expected to deal with. So this one is called Getting Acquainted with Blackboard, and it just gives you some information about Blackboard. On the other hand, Getting to Know You and Each Other asks for you to go to the discussion board and locate the instructions on the Getting to Know You forum. Now you can get to discussion boards a couple of different ways. The simplest and the most common is simply to go up to what's called the course menu, this area here on the left of your screen, and click on Discuss. It will fairly slowly take you to the discussion boards. And like I said, Blackboard doesn't move super fast, so it'll be fairly slow, but it'll eventually get you there. Once you're on the discussion boards, you'll find a fairly long list of the discussion boards for this class. And you can go through and find the appropriate one. Let's see. The Getting to Know You activity is the first one. There's always instructions. You click on the Getting to Know You activity, and it will very slowly open up a new page where you can respond. And as you noticed, wow, I've already got some people who responded. Fantastic. Now if you go back to course content, you'll notice a couple of other things. On module, you'll find an intro to every module, and then a series of activities or assignments. For every module, we're going to be reading between 2 and 3 chapters from the textbook and doing some things with them. One of the things that's a standard is that there will be a reading quiz over every chapter. And reading quizzes are taken within Blackboard. They take about 2 hours, or sorry, they take exactly 2 hours to take at a maximum. You have 2 hours, and when you run out of time, it submits itself. And when they expire, they disappear. So you've got those. You'll have those every week. We also have a document exercise in this particular one. These ask you to read a section from the second of our 2 books, the Documents of Western Civilization book, and respond to it. You'll usually type up an answer or answer a discussion board. And that is 2 of the 3 basics that we'll do repeatedly in this class. The third one is in Module 2, and that's the exams. Exams in this class are essays. In this case, a 500 to 800 word essay, which is a few pages long. And what I expect you to do is answer the prompt, in this case this prompt, in an essay. You don't need to use outside sources. You don't need to do research. I'm expecting you to show that you read the textbook, understood it, and can answer the question. So very simple, but like all things that are truly simple, it's also very difficult. Now, if you have any questions or run into any problems, feel free to contact me, text me, give me a call, send me an email. All of it's great. And I'm hoping to hear from you, and I'm hoping that we'll have a great semester. Thanks a lot.